I want to spend a bit of time talking about measurement. It's the number one challenge in ABM. So if you ask ABM practitioners, so this is across all technology and services companies, what the number one issue is for people who've been doing ABM for a while, it's tracking and measuring results. The other ones I think are interesting as well, but I'm going to spend some time focused on measurement. So when it comes to ABM, what I like about it is it gets you to think about measurement in a different way. Part of the challenge is that you've got so much more information and so much more data that you can be measuring. And so, the old cliche, can you see the wood for the trees becomes a problem. So I quite like this framework that I borrowed from Demandbase. What they recommend is that you think about data in three different levels. At the top of the pyramid is revenue performance. I'm going to drill down, explain a little bit more about that in a minute. The second level is marketing performance and how that then connects up to revenue performance. And then down at the bottom are all of the different campaigns and web measurements. But the idea is to create a framework that ladders up. So, you're creating a KPI dashboard that gives you revenue performance that's backed up by a marketing performance dashboard, and that's fed by all of those campaign metrics. In terms of revenue performance, three of the most important metrics to try and measure, and it is a continuous process to get there, are close rates. So basically, is this helping you? Is this particularly close rates with your target accounts? Are you closing more deals over time? The second thing is it helping improve deal size? Because that's another benefit of ABM. Again, the three R's. So relationship and revenue together usually means an increased average deal size. And then the last one, which I think is a really interesting one, is funnel velocity. And as we all know, right, sales and healthcare take forever. So can you, through marketing and the use of ABM, go some way to shortening the sales cycle, at least with the ones at least with your target accounts? Marketing performance gets much, there are lots of different measures, and effectively you're going to have to kind of figure out which is the best one for you. But here's some examples, and this gets to, I think the kind of key thing is it's about measuring marketing performance with your target accounts. So are your target list, companies on your target list engaging with you? What percentage of the pipeline overall is accounted for by your target account list? How many of them are engaging with your website? What's their conversion rate? Attribution is a key thing, obviously, as a marketing performance metric. It's really hard to do at the best of times. And unfortunately, I think ABM and a lot of what I've shown you makes it even worse, because you're measuring so much more data that it's really hard. It's actually really hard to measure attribution in an effective way. So one way to think about it is sort of like an abstract, one level of abstraction is influence. So rather than just, LinkedIn, maybe you're looking at social media and content together as an area of influence. It's a bit more nebulous, but at least it's directionally helpful. And then other things like customer retention and upsell and cost per opportunity. One thing I like about this is that although this is about measuring marketing performance, they're measures that absolutely require that sales and marketing are working together to track this data and to discuss the impact of it. I'm not going to go into the next level, which is campaign performance, because there's just so many different measures to go into, and you'll be familiar with them. What I'd like to talk about is a way to think about how you evolve your measurement model. So in the short term, if you're starting ABM, some of the things that you should be looking at, focusing on, are conversion rates, your target account lists and how they're engaging with you, account penetration and influence. So those are some of the things that maybe in the first 6 months that you want to focus on. As you evolve your model, You can then look at more broadly at the pipeline. You've got more sales, so you can try and see if you can get to a cost per opportunity. And then the percentage of the overall opportunity pipeline that are actually coming from your target account list. You may be able to move that one up. Long term, you're trying to get to those revenue performance metrics. So close rate, deal value, funnel velocity, and ultimately revenue. So again, start small and work your way up.